I ordered all of this yarn from Temu, and in total it only cost me around £34, I believe. So many different colours, as you can see. I've currently only made this guy from it because I'm doing a different project, but he is so soft. That is one thing I will say. For my first time using like velour yarn, I am just blown away by how soft it is, and I cannot wait to do like, you know, other plushies with it. Now, I don't have anything to compare it to in the sense that I don't have any more expensive velour yarn. I am getting some hobby yarn. I think it's called Baby Snuggles. I'm getting that for Christmas, so once I get that, guys, I will do an absolutely, you know, in-depth comparison and tell you, you know, is it worth buying more expensive yarn, or is it worth just going to Temu, AliExpress, etc. But I will say that this does feel quite thin. I'm not sure. I mean, I used a 3.5mm hook, and you know, that's what that looks like. I'm gonna try experimenting with different hooks, but it is quite thin. Now, when using yarn like this, you know, like from China, cheaper yarn, people have said that it sheds quite easily. And I mean, you know, I can pull it off, but when I'm actually stitching it together, I didn't find that it was coming off that easily. Like, obviously, if you try to pull it off, it will. But if you're not trying to, then it's not bad. Like, it's not like patchy in the middle of the stitches, if you know what I mean. It was quite tricky to tie it off because of, you know, it's fluffy. It was quite hard to tie it off, but it was fine. I ended up just tying it and then tucking it in, so you can't even see it anyway. If you guys want any shop names for specific colours, please just comment them and I will tell you the name and the listing on Temu. As I said, all of this cost me around £34. And I had, like, Temu have a lot of voucher codes, so you can get it cheaper. As I said, I did get some more expensive yarn for Christmas, so again, I will do a comparison. And yeah, overall, I think it's really, really good for the price, especially if you're making a lot of, you know, plushies and you're using a lot of yarn. I think this is definitely a more affordable and just generally better option if you don't want to spend literally so much money on yarn. Because something that I didn't realize when I started crocheting is how expensive yarn is. It's very expensive. On a side note, these yarns from The Works are really good. They're about £3, and if you've got a cancer research charity shop, if you're from the UK, if you've got one near you, then go in and have a look, because I got this yarn for like £1, and they had so many different colours, so I will definitely be going back for more. But yeah.
It's finally here! The mood blanket update that you've all been waiting for.
So originally I was going to try and record myself crocheting each row and then put that together for a weekly progress report, but that just wasn't realistic. So instead I've got some of the clips that I did record and I put them together into a monthly progress review, as you can see here.
And this is what I've got so far. So this is my month of September in moods. I'll show you both sides, but I think I prefer this side actually.
Here's a bit of a better view of it. And here's my code for any of you who have forgotten. And finally, we have our September statistics. So I kind of copied Pizza Poll's chart thing for here. My general happiness, pretty good, and my percentages. You can pause to have a look at that if you want.
And that's basically it for this first monthly update of the mood blanket. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'll talk to you soon.
The crochet gods have blessed me with inspiration once again. This is the vibe I'm going for. Key points there were the adorable bell sleeves and the ruffles up top. I started off with a chain of 55 stitches. I made sure to measure my waist, and I added this really cute dragonfly stitch throughout because I thought it matched the skirt in my previous videos perfectly. This is what the front is looking like so far. I'm super excited to finish this shirt, and if you are too, stay tuned for part 2.
Hi friends, welcome to my tutorial how to crochet a flower crown with vines. As you can see, this piece consists of a crown itself, many flowers that are sewed on it, and 2 vines with small leaves on both sides. So in this video I will explain how to crochet every element, how to assemble them together, and what materials I use for this project.
I know I said I was doing Stash Buzz September, but look what just came in the mail. I almost made it, but when I saw they were having that 30% off sale, child, this is shipment 1 of 3. That's all I have to say. This is the first box. I'm not sure though which one's in here, so let's check it out. This is a small box, so it's, oh, okay. I got this Loops and Threads Soft Classic Acrylic in the color Sage. I have been looking for this color green forever. I've never used Loops and Threads before, but I've heard good things. I got 5 of them. I'm just gonna give them a little hug, give them some love, and put them back in the box. I haven't committed to a project for this yet, so let me know if you have any ideas. Granny square pants, like earth tone granny square pants. Hexie Cardi vibes would be good. Mixing this with another color yarn. Besides these ones, I also have to go to Michael's later today to pick up some yarn in the store. I'm just going in to pick up the yarn that I already purchased. I'm not even gonna go look. Okay, actually I need to look for some homespun. But besides that, I'm singularly focused. Okay, I'm gonna pick it up. Maybe buy some more, but mostly just pick it up and go, okay? Like, we can't be going crazy with the ordering the yarn, okay? I usually don't do that because I know that it's a little too easy for me to click add to cart and then check out. Like, it'll just, okay, so that's this. Let me know what's up.
Like, how special. I could not be happier with how she's turning out. Ugh, get into the detailing made by my hands. Literally the skirt of my dreams. I'm about to try her on and show you guys what she's looking like.
Well, let's have another crochet and talk. So get your projects out. If you crochet, of course, you know, not everybody crochets, but whatever I do, so let's crochet together. So I recently received as a gift from my husband, which, what a gift, dude. Like, for somebody that crochets, what better gift than a pattern book? And not just any pattern book. This pattern book is the official Friends crochet pattern book. I forgot the name of that author. Like, I don't know, but look it up, girl. But I got it as a gift and I am in love with it. I can't wait. I can't wait to start making stuff. Like, it has the apron, it has all the cast members, you can make them all. You can make socks, the couch, the duck, the chicken. Is it a chicken? A little chicken, I don't know. So this is the book. It's by Lee Sartori. I absolutely love it. I'm not sure where my husband bought it, which I don't care. Like, as long as I have it, I don't care where he bought it. But this is the book. I definitely gonna make the little bag and the apron. And look at the cast members, so cute. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have bought it or have seen it. I just recently saw it and I was like, yep, I want that book. And I told my husband I want that book, and it was a complete surprise. I did not know he was gonna get it from me. So when he got it from me, I was like, best husband ever.
So last time I showed you how I carry yarn when I'm knitting, but a lot of people said, how do you carry yarn when you're 2-colour knitting on the purl side? Well, I don't do that very often, but I've just found this old UFO unfinished object, and I'm just gonna, it's mugs, Joe, and I'm just gonna show you how I carry yarn purl-wise. So, can you see that all right, Joe?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, so I'll just do the first stitch. So I'm knitting the pink and carrying the brown. So I put the brown up and then I knit the stitch. And then brown down, knit the stitch. So the carrying yarn goes up and knit the stitch. Carrying yarn down, knit the stitch, and that's it. That's how I do it with purl. but I don't purl very often.
So why don't you purl very often? You need to explain.
I think I better do a separate video about that, explaining why I knit in the round. Thanks, Jo.
This book is a lie. 500 stitches? I think not. Let's take a quick look. Basic stitches, motifs, edgings, and trims. Oh, and you better believe I counted every single one of them. And just to emphasize, the blue is basic stitches, the yellow is motifs, and the red is trims. So not only are there only 185 actual stitches, but they're considering the basic patchwork as a stitch, which really just kind of irks me a lot. Now for the trims, yeah, I guess we can let you get away with that as a quote-unquote stitch, but that is not a stitch. These are not stitches. These are motifs. That's why I'm saying
I will gladly introduce you to my alligator. He's actually not a dragon, he's just cosplaying as a dragon. These are the wings to my Build-A-Bear Toothless. And he is toothless, but he is a blind, toothless, six-legged alligator. I think he's absolutely bonkers, and I instantly fell in love with him. He was a Christmas gift from my Aunt Audrey, who me and her share a lot of the same interests, and she gives some of the most amazing gifts. For another Christmas, she gave me these crayon drawings, which I've carried around with me for over 10 years. They used to be on the wall of my dorm room, and now they're in my office. I love that this one looks like Cleo from Pinocchio, and this one looks like Rainbow Fish. This copy of Dragon Song by Anne McCaffrey was actually a gift to my sister, and I inherited it after she moved away. Reading was always really important in my family, but I am obsessed with dragons, sci-fi, and Anne McCaffrey, all because of this book. I've loved it to pieces. It's beautiful. And for my birthday this year, she gave me this beautifully cling, 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 cling wind chime with a wolf howling at the moon, which is just a really big part of my personality. I was raised by wolves. And those are some of my most prized possessions. All thanks to my Aunt Audrey. Aunt Audrey, thank you. I love you.